Hey everyone, Mihaela here at Yago Yoga, and welcome to today's Stability, the second session in the series in our beginner's course. Today we're going to focus on activating stability by engaging our elbows and our knees in the correct alignment. So you're going to need a chair, a cushion if your mat's not thick enough, and that's it. You might want to use a block or not. That's up to you. We're not going to do any crazy things. We're going to stay in our alignment. The class will be strong. Again, it's for all levels. You'll feel your muscles working, but you'll feel yourself in your body, in your breath, and in your mind at the same time. Because again, we're layering the physical, the energetic, and the mental bodies. Now we're going to start our centering. Standing in the middle of your mat, you can look at me. Spread the toes as wide as you can. Take the heels out slightly. Avoid any tentative positions of your feet. Press the big toe firmly on the mat. Press the baby toe firmly on the mat. Press the heel on the mat. Do a little bit of a shimmy and a wiggle to check to see if the tripod of stability in your feet is active. Don't let any part, any corner of the foot not be engaged. Then bend the knees very, very gently. Bring the tailbone in slightly. Rotate the shoulders. Let them drop onto the ribcage. Don't press them in. Let them open. Drawing down onto the ribcage. Open the palms, the eyes of the elbows towards me. Level the chin. There might be a slight lip or a slight raise. It depends on how you generally hold your head. Make sure whatever you do with your chin, you can lift from the base of the skull. Now, take a deep inhale and breathe into your belly. Breathe into your belly, then breathe into the ribcage, sides of the ribcage, front and back, chest and throat. And allow a very gentle sway to rotate the weight of the body around the four corners of the feet. You can close your eyes for this one. It's a great moment for you to just turn inwards. Enjoy every breath as it goes in, and just notice it as it is. Enjoy every sway as it flows around the body. And feel how it tones and how it releases the muscles. It's a natural occurrence. It happens naturally, so you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is keep your body in an open position, firmly rooted. And as the sway rolls around your muscles, just follow it with your awareness. Now, be careful not to straighten the knees, keep them bent. But at the same time, be careful not to bend your elbows and not to let your fingers disengage. Let the arms mimic the same tone in the legs. Let the fingers spread slightly and mimic the same tone in the feet. We'll be focusing today on the wonderful joints of the knees and the elbows, but we'll also focus on the breath. And last week's focus was awareness. This week's focus is slowing down. So now in the centering, I'd like you to very gently, very slowly, imagine you are slowing down your breath. You're not forcing it to slow down. You are just keeping your inner body open a little bit more and letting it flow a little bit softer, a little bit slower. So maintain an inner openness to facilitate that. Imagine you're not drinking water. You know, you're really thirsty, drinking water really quickly. Imagine it's honey. So the same way you would eat honey, slowing it down, enjoying every moment. And allow your mind not just to focus on this slowing down, but allow it to be present. Allow yourselves to feel present. Not just focus, concentrated, but there. With each inhale and with each exhale. For the next couple of breaths, feel the breath slowing down in the body and feel a sense of presence. Take a deep breath in and meet me standing at the tops of your mats. Breathe in, bring the palms up, extend the spine, bend the knees, root the feet. Inhale and exhale, flow down, right hand with your chair to the other side, flow down, keep the knees bent, and let the tops of the fingers touch the mat. Inhale, look forward, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look forward, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look forward, exhale, step the right leg back, right knee down on the mat. Breathe in, bring the palms up, exhale, bring the palms down. Plant them firmly. Remember what we learned last time. Four corners of palms, four corners of the feet. Now, press through the four corners of the palms, rotate the elbows towards the front of the mat. Keep the shoulders open. Press down to the front pads of the feet, lift through the kneecaps and thighs, tailbone in slightly. Beautiful planks there. Inhale, exhale, knees down on the mat, slide back on the same exhale, and then inhale, slide forwards into baby cobra. Don't overdo it, just a baby one. Exhale, forehead down, still exhaling, come up into down dog. Breathe in, bring the right leg up. Exhale, bring the right foot forward in between the palms, left knee down. Inhale, bring the palms up. And again, knee over ankle, pressing down to the front foot. Inhale, exhale, bring the palms down. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bring both palms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look forward, halfway lift. You can keep the palms on your thighs to have the back nice and straight. Exhale, palms down. Bring the left foot back, left knee down on the mat. Inhale, low lunge. Salute the sun, smile. Beautiful sunny day outside today. Inhale, exhale, palms down on the mat again. Spread the fingers. Step the right foot back. Pads of the feet are active, so you're pressing down. Ankles are extended, so you're lifting through your ankles. No wrinkly ankles, no collapsing in them. Lift through the kneecaps. Now, tailbone slightly in. Pelvis is working. You guys stay with me in this plank. Don't leave me alone. Open the shoulders, rotate the elbows towards the front of the mat. Breathe in, exhale, knees down, slide back on the same exhale, and then inhale, slide forwards into baby cobra. Shoulders open, again pressing all the fingers down. Forehead down. Exhale, come up, in down dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, bring it forward. Right knee down on the mat. Press with the back of the foot. Imagine the back leg is like a tail. Knee is pressing down, front of the foot is pressing down. Inhale, come up. Beautiful, enjoying that extension, that breath in. Exhale, bring the palms down, bring the back foot to meet the front. Inhale, halfway lift, look slightly forward underneath your eyebrows. Palms on the thighs, roll the shoulders. Exhale, fold forward. Keep a slight micro bend in the knees. Don't force the hamstrings. Inhale, come up in Tadasana. Breathe in, exhale, palms down, right leg back, right knee down. Inhale, exhale, palms down, left leg back, high plank, knees down. Exhale, slide forward, inhale. Beautiful heart opener, forehead down and pressing through the palms, bending the knees, tailbone up, back and down, down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right foot forward, left knee down. Breathe in, open the heart, extend the spine, tailbone slightly in. Exhale, palms down, step the back foot to meet the front. Inhale, up. Exhale, down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left leg back, left knee down. Breathe in, exhale, palms down, step the right leg back and check your plank. The final one in the Sun Salutations this time. Are the elbows rotating to the front of the mat? Press into the four corners, lifting along the arms straight into the core. Breathe in and then exhale, knees down. Slide forward, inhale. Looking at you guys. Inhale, extend the chin slightly forward. Bring the forehead down. On the exhale, lift the tailbone up. Inhale, lift the left foot up. Exhale, bring it forward. Right knee down. And the final low lunge. Smile. We are done with the warm-up. Yay! And bring the palms down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, always a micro bend. And inhale, up. Exhale, palms in Anjali Mudra. Super warm up. Now, staying there at the tops of your mats or looking at me, we're going to go into a squat. So remember the four corners of the feet, keeping the knees bent, taking the shins back, tailbone in. Open shoulders, breastbone slightly in, tailbone and breastbone towards each other. Inhale, bring the palms up. Now, check to see that you can see your toes and that you're allowing the body weight to move forward. So don't hold back like this. You'll feel it in your lower back. Lean forward, allow the body weight to balance itself front and back. Now, imagine you're pressing the feet away from each other. Feel the outside of your hips engage. Now, let's check the knees. Our first check-in with the knees today. Notice where your knees are going. Are they going inwards? Are they going outwards? Or are they parallel? If you could draw a straight line from the second toe up, would it meet the middle of your knee? So check to see. Second toe, middle of the knee. Second toe, middle of the knee. If the line does not go to the middle of the knee, you need to activate your thighs, inner thighs, outer thighs, open them slightly so that the knees go outwards. If they have a tendency of going inwards, which is what they generally do, If the knee go outwards, you need to bring them inwards. And in this case, the inner thighs will be working a little bit more. So check to see the second toe, the middle of the knee, and working upwards the hip bones. So that's your line of alignment. They all need to be in a straight line. Tailbone slightly in. Again, it's a fine tuck. Don't overdo it. Don't stick the bum out. Slightly in. You'll feel the engagement in the pelvic floor and hold the arms up. Now a gentle sway around the four corners of the feet, just to check in with them. And allow a test, a stability test. How does the body weight feel? Does the whole body work in this together? If the answer is yes, super. If the answer is no, check to see what you can do. Which side is it taking over, the front or the back? The left or the right? You need to balance them out. You can balance the front and the back by lowering the torso, lower the sitting bones. So lower the sitting bones for more back engagement, lower the torso for a little bit more frontal engagement. The left and the right, you need to check your feet. Are they planted equally? Are the knees working? The kneecaps are nicely toned. Belly of the thigh muscle is working super intensely. Breathe in, exhale, bring the hands on the hips, step the right leg back. Now, cowboy hips. Check to see that the outside of the foot is nicely planted. Breathe in, rotate the hips towards the front of the mat. Bend the front knee so that it's supported by the front ankle. So knee in line with ankle. The back knee is locked out in strength. That means you are drawing through the kneecap, through the thigh muscle, the glute, so the whole back leg is working 100%, taking half of the body weight. Again, imagine, do a little shimmy, front and back, and check to see how the body weight is shared by the front and the back leg. Breathe in, bring the palms up. Exhale, go a little bit deeper in your warrior one. As long as you keep two things. First, front thigh, the knee is over the ankle and in line with the second toe. Rotate the thigh out slightly. You'll feel it in the middle of the glute. The back leg locked out in its strength. Calves are working, back heel is planted. Again, rotating outwards. Gently flow up and down. Now, I know that the legs are working, but what are the arms doing? We need to let the arms participate equally. So imagine your arms are mirroring the back leg. You are locking out the elbows in their strength, which means you're not hyperextending like this. See, if I'm hyperextending, my arms start flopping. You're stretching the fingers, separating them, as Bernie would say, with intent, and then you engage the bicep, you engage the outside of the forearm, the inside of the forearm, and the tricep equally. Front back working, extending the elbows, and you'll soon feel it across your back and across your chest, because that's two lines of force coming together in the core. And if you're not feeling it, that means you have to put a little bit more intention in there. Nice and straight. So imagine you are standing on your arms. Let them do the same effort as the legs. Breathe in, exhale, bring the palms on the hip bones, step forward, bring the palms together, and give yourselves a little sway for 2 breaths. How does it feel? How does the left side feel compared to the right? I feel my hip is somewhere over here on the left side, 10 centimeters higher, because of all the space and all the engagement along the muscles. You guys will tell me how that felt after the class. Breathe in, exhale, keep the hands on the hip bones, step the left leg back. And again, we go through our alignment. Four corners of the feet planted, the outside of the back leg, calf is engaged, pull through the kneecap and thigh, glute is active, you're lengthening the leg in its force. Now, front knee over the ankle, slightly rotating outwards. Both legs, external rotation, keeping the hips open, tailbone slightly in, cowboy hips, boom, boom. Breathe in, bring the palms up. And again, a very subtle float in the hips from the belly of the thigh muscle. So we are now flexing the legs, the knees, and extending. So flex, extend, flex, extend. And we're doing so by engaging all the ligaments around the knee and the muscles of the thigh and the calf. Feel this subtle move, not from your knee, but from your leg. That's the secret of keeping joints open. Super secret, guys. Engaging everything around the joint to maintain it open. Breastbone down. Now, elbows locked out. Imagine you want to extend from the armpit through to the index finger. That's the line. You can go into finger guns if you want to, feeling like a real cowboy. And then imagine someone wants to lift you and you want to resist. And you'll feel that extra bit of oomph in your arms. Breathe in. Stay with me. I know it's a little bit intense, but it gets you to explore your body. We're not moving crazy. We're just staying with the body. And with the breath. Are you slowing down? Now you are. Breathe in, bring the palms together, step the back foot to meet the front, and again, palms together, level the forearms, give yourselves a little bit of a sway. Give myself a little bit of a wipe. Now, breathe in, bring the hands on the hips, step the right foot back. Again, cowboy hips. This time a little bit of a shorter stance than before, about 30, 40 centimeters. Breathe in, bring the palms up. Exhale, bring them behind. Interlace the fingers, open the shoulders, engaged elbows. Breathe in, keep the front knee bent slightly. Breathe in and exhale, looking forward. Extend and fold from the hip. Now, take the left hip slightly backwards, right hip slightly forward. Breathe in, exhale, fold a little bit more. Keep the front leg slightly bent. Knee is bent. Back leg is fully active, lifting through the kneecap and thigh. Breathe in, exhale, fold the third time. This time, bring the chin slightly to the chest, extend the back of the neck. Inhale again and exhale, stretch the back of your left knee and gently find that place of maximal extension and move the knee slightly backwards. Extend it slightly backwards, a micro move. With this micro move, what we're doing is we're extending the back of the knee a little bit deeper, the hamstring, and the glute. Don't go further into the fold, stay there. Now check to see what the back leg is doing. Is it firmly planted? Check to see what the hips are doing. Are they cowboy hips or are you rotating? Check to see what the tailbone is doing. Are you drawing slightly upward? Breastbone in. What are the elbows doing? If the elbows are engaging to open, just like the back locked up knee, you should feel the whole arm working 100% intensely, but supported, if that makes sense. That's what the muscles are there for. Breathe in, exhale, come up. Step the right foot forward, keep the heart open, keep the arms engaged. Inhale and exhale, step the left foot back. And you'll soon feel your arms working like they never have before. Without holding any weight, which is great, because you're not putting pressure on your wrists and shoulders, but you're strengthening the muscles. Now, again, right leg is working, knee bent, knee in line with the second toe. Rotate out slightly, tailbone in, breathe in, extend the spine, exhale, look forward. And again, take the right the right hip slightly back, left slightly forward. Breathe in, exhale, fold, and in, exhale, fold. Third time is the lucky time we take the chin slightly down. Inhale and exhale. Chin down. And again, extend the right knee. Find that place of resistance in the muscle where the muscle says, oh my God, this is too much. And then bend it forward and backwards very gently, like you're massaging it to open from the inside out. You can hinge a little bit deeper from the hips. Keep the spine straight, keep the arms working. Elbows super extended. Not hyperextended, super as in working in their strength. Pressing the four corners of the feet down. Don't forget what we learned last week. And engaging each and every tiny muscle on our fingers. Each and every tiny muscle on the toes. Beautiful. Breathe in, and on the exhale, come up. Bring the palms together. Bring the elbows level. And give yourselves a couple of nice 3 breaths to slow down and be present. Close the eyes and let the breath soften. Let it feel like a warm, sunny day on the body. Just charging everything, opening everything. And in that openness, in that aliveness, feel yourself present. Whatever your presence says right now, it might say, oh my God, my hamstrings. But be there with that sensation. Breathe in and exhale. Bring the chair around. Back of the chair onto your mat, or the whole chair onto the mat, whatever feels fine. Now, take the sides of the chair and walk back until you can extend your trunk. Now I'm going to move the chair slightly forward. So you can extend the trunk, but again, we're going to do the left leg first. Second toe, draw a line, middle of the knee, lift, plant the foot down, lift through the calf, kneecap, thigh, glute. Lift the hip up, hold the chair, left foot is engaged, swap the body weight over to the left foot. Inhale, lift the left leg up, press through the back heel, hold on to the chair. Now, when I say hold on, you really hold on to it. Your muscles on the fingers are working, the palms are working, forearms are working, elbows are extended. You can move the chair a little bit further. Now, trunk is engaged, core is engaged, left foot is engaged. Inhale, exhale, put a little micro bend in the left knee and gently bounce it up. And feel that micro bounce planting the left foot a little bit deeper onto the mat, giving you a bit more space to extend the trunk. Keep the right leg nicely extended, right kneecap and thigh working. Breathe in, exhale, bring the right leg down, walk a little bit closer and come up. Give yourself a little bit of a shimmy. Allow yourself to feel that body. Another inhale, slow and deep. We're getting closer to our peak pose, so you'll feel the energy getting higher, but also the focus getting a bit more intense. So this time we're doing the right foot, second toe in line with the middle of the knee, in line with the hip bone, lifting through the kneecap, the thigh, the glute. Palms onto the chair, elbows straight. Inhale, exhale, bring the left foot back. Check to see what the left foot is doing. Bring the toes towards the midline. Don't let the toes do whatever, because they will throw you off balance. Toes towards the midline for the hips to be nicely level. You can push the chair away and allow the trunk to be nicely level, spine extended, rib cage big. It will give you space for nice, big, juicy breaths. Long, deep breaths. Pressing through the back heel, you can lift it up a little bit higher, in line with the hips. Breathe in and exhale, left foot down, and we come up. And our peak stability pose today, testing those knees. Quiva knows it. Now, we're going to do the left foot first. Keep the hands on your hip bones. Gentle bend in the left foot just to engage the muscles of the thighs for stability. Take the right foot off the mat. Flex the foot. Check to see that the front, the pad of the foot is nicely straight, as if you're standing. Inhale, exhale, open the hip out. Inhale, bring it in. Check your alignment. Are the four corners of the feet planted down? Are you lifting through the kneecap and thigh? Tailbone is in. Do you feel that draw in the pelvic floor? Breastbone in, core is active, shoulders open. Bring the knee up, open the knee out, and then grab the inside of the right ankle and press it firmly against the left thigh. Now, you need to sit level in your hips. So no bringing the hips up or two down. Nice and level, cowboy hips. Open the right knee out to the side and down. Now, this is one position for the feet. This foot can go onto the calf or onto the ankle. Never ever on the knee. So either up, really squeezed against the thigh, and there's a give and a take. So you need to press them together towards the center line, and then you bring the palms up. Now, elbows are engaged, standing leg is nicely bent, just for us to get into a bit of a bounce. Now, allow a bounce in the knee, but also allow a bounce in the arms backwards. You'll feel that activating the whole body. It's a beautiful tree. Wherever your right foot is, stay there. Do a little bit of a bounce. Stay with your breath. Stay present. Have fun. If you're moving up and down, remember trees move as well. Now, I want you to notice that we're doing two beautiful things now with our knees. One pose, we're extending and we're flexing. So the standing leg extends the knee, nice and strong. The bent knee flexes the knee. Beautiful function. Inhale and exhale. Bring the palms down on the hips and the right hip down. Again, 2 breaths to stay present. Follow our bodies. Give yourselves a nice little sway. Breathe in and shifting the body weight onto the right foot, keeping the hands on the hip bones for balance, lifting the left knee up. Again, gentle bend in the standing leg. Breathe in. Now remember the drishti, the gaze, the focus, slightly down or moving up softly. So don't make any sudden moves with your head, then you lose your balance. Breathe in. Exhale, open the hip out to the side. Inhale in. Exhale, bring the left hand on the inner ankle. And again, bring it against the thigh. Make sure you are sitting in both hips equally. I always use my hands because they help me see. Now, tailbone drawing in, left knee going out and down. You're planted firmly on the mat. Right knee down, right knee slightly bent, not down, guys. Pistol squat 3. Inhale, a slight bounce front and back. Breathe in and palms up. And we go into our mini rave. This is what I call our mini raves. So imagine all these tiny moves waking up the body, but also waking you up from the inside out. Keep the breastbone down, keep the shoulders open, keep the elbows straight. Feel the focus, feel the presence, feel the balance. Breathe in and keep it. 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale, come down. Beautiful, guys, well done. Now, moving at the top of your mat, bringing the palms up, exhale, fold forward, step back into down dog. Now, palms are planted, elbows are slightly rotating towards the front of the mat. You can't rotate them completely, slightly rotating. Don't let them go in. That's the point. Now, normally, a lot of people do this. This is what happens to the shoulders. Rotate them out, facing each other, constantly trying to reach the front of the mat. Now, a slight bend in the elbows if you are hypermobile. My elbows are very, very flexible. I always have to keep a tiny bend in them. Keep on the front pads of the feet. Heels high, tailbone in. Let the head move slightly in between the arms. Extend the neck, extend the trunk. Breathe in. Take the right leg up, toes towards the midline. Inhale, bring the heel up. Exhale, down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Lift through the left kneecap, thigh, glute. Feel the whole leg working as one. The same for the arm. Keep the elbow extended, forearm muscles working. upper arm muscles working. Breathe in and out. Move the heel up and down. Inhale and exhale, right leg down. Breathe in, change legs, left leg up. Inhale, heel up, exhale, heel down. Now, make the breath very slow. Slow breath. Inhale up, exhale down. Press the whole front part of the foot down and feel it waking up the whole leg. Keep the left toes towards the midline. Inhale, exhale, bring the left foot down. Come down onto your forearms. Elbows underneath the shoulders. Bring the palms together. Interlace the finger. Make a fist and press it down. Elbows and fist pressing down. Breathe in. Step the feet a little bit wider. Hip width distance apart. Inhale, extend the spine. Bring the head gently in between the upper arms. Extend the head and the tailbone in opposite directions. Inhale and exhale, gently sway around the center of gravity. Press the elbows down. Lift through the front ankle. The front of the leg is working as well. Feel the shoulders staying open. Don't bunch them up. Inhale and exhale. Nicely, slowly, calmly. Inhale and exhale. Knees down onto the mat. Beautiful, guys, well done. Onto your bellies. Forehead down. Move the chair. Bring the palms by the side of the mat. Shoulders are open. Tops of the thighs pressing firmly onto the mat. Pubic bone pressing firmly onto the mat. Front of the feet pressing firmly with intention onto the mat. Breathe in, exhale, swoosh the palms to the front of the mat until the middle finger is parallel to the outer side of the mat. Take the palms slightly backwards, about 2 centimeters, a little bit behind your shoulders. Breathe in, keep the shoulders open, nice and wide. Inhale, open the heart and come up in Cobra. Now I'm turning my head. You guys don't turn your head. Keep a slight tuck of the chin so that you can extend to the back of the head. So don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. Nice and straight. And shoulders open. Chest radiating forward. Move in micro bends. Micro bounces from your arm muscles and back muscles. The upper back is working. Next week, we're going to do the shoulders and the hips. Breathe in, exhale, forehead down on the mat, palms underneath the shoulders. Inhale in, table, cross the shins and come onto your sitting bones. Take the flesh away. Breathe in. Now, knees bent, Keep the back of the heels down on the mat, toes curled towards you, spine is extended. Inhale, bring the palms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms engaged, spine engaged. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale and exhale, fold forward. Keep the palms onto the shins, thighs, or beside you. Extend the knees as much as you can. Micro moves. Imagine the backs of the knees wanting to press down onto the mat. Slow micro moves. Take a deep inhale and very gently on the exhale, try to hinge a little bit deeper. Palms pressing down. Extend the sitting bones down on the mat. Breathe in and exhale, come up. Now, bring the right knee up. Inhale, cross it over. Right foot in line with the left knee. Keep the left toes curled. Bring the left palm on the right knee. Inhale, bring the right arm up and around. Keep the spine nice and straight. Inhale and exhale, twist to the right. Inhale again, exhale, twist to the right. Inhale again, exhale, twist to the right. And this time, if you have the space to keep your spine straight, your shoulders open, bring the elbow and the knee to kiss. Our final pose, well, it's not the final pose, but it's the final meeting between the two parts that we looked at today. Bring the head around over the right shoulder. Keep it nice and open. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Turn forward. Micro twist in the other direction. And cross the legs, give them a little bit of a shake. Take the left knee up. And again, left foot in line with the right knee. Gently bring the right palm on the left knee. Hold it. Now, hug the thighs in. Press the sitting bones down. Roll the shoulders open. Inhale, bring the left palm up and around. Shoulders are open. Breathe in and twist. Look forward constantly until the third exhale. Very precise. And exhale. And breathe in and exhale. Inhale. And the last. Was that the third one? I think that's the third. Keep the shoulders open. And again, bring the elbow against the knee. And there's, again, that give and take. So the elbow presses back against the knee. The knee presses against the elbow to keep the hip open and the elbow to keep the shoulder open. So that's their game there. So don't do this if you're bunching up like this and losing the integrity in the spine, closing into the shoulder. So sitting nice and straight. Looking towards the left. I want to look at you. Breathe in and exhale. Come back. And our final pose. Wait until you see this one. Now, onto your torso. lying back, pressing the sitting bones and the tailbone down into the mat, bringing the knees into the armpits, towards the armpits. Feet are parallel to the ceiling, bringing the arms out to the side to touch the tops of toes or the side of the legs. Don't bring the palms in between because that closes the shoulders. So palms to the side of the legs, breathing in and pressing the knees by the side of the rib cage into the armpit. Happy baby. Now tailbone is going towards the floor, pressing it actively. We're stretching the inner groin. If this is too much and you can't find a nice position for the arms by the side of the legs, you can also grab the backs of the knees like this. Same benefits. Keep the legs engaged, keep the toes engaged, keep the knees bent. All of that strengthening work, and now they get the relaxation. Now keep the right hand on the outside of the right foot and then extend the left arm up and the left leg out. And that should feel gorgeous. It is so nice. Usually when I teach you guys face to face, I'm looking at you. But now I'm like, wow, this feels amazing. It's like I'm sharing my own private yoga class with you. I'm doing my yoga and you're here with me in the same room. Now breathe into the left side of the torso. Breathe into the belly. Breathe into the sides of the rib cage and the chest. Inhale and exhale. Bring the left leg back. Take the outside of it and allow the right hand to move up and the right leg to extend. And you should feel a nice extension in the right side, the front of the foot and the leg. Sorry, the front of the leg. Nice extension in the hip flexors. Again, the same for the armpit. You are stretching the armpit now. Enjoy the relaxation. Do nice stretch in the tricep muscles, armpit muscles, chest muscles. Press up with the left foot. Don't disengage the left foot. Keep it up. Otherwise, you wouldn't stretch the arm and you wouldn't stretch the inner groin and the hamstring. Breathe in and out. And one more breath in and out. And allow the left leg to come down. Bring the arms by the side of your body, let them drop. Let the legs open. We're preparing for Shavasana. So make any adjustments you need to make. Put on any extra layers of clothing. Take a blanket, a cushion underneath your head. Don't make it too high. Whatever you have to do to just lie as comfortably as possible. Take a deep breath in. Close your eyes. And let it slowly out. And another breath in. And let it slowly out. Now take a deep inhale and bring your attention to your right leg. Lift it up. Inhale, extend the foot. Exhale, flex the foot. Inhale, extend the right foot. Exhale, let the leg drop. Inhale into the left leg, take it off the mat about 5-10 centimeters. Inhale, extend the foot. Exhale, flex the foot. Inhale, extend. Exhale, let the leg drop. Let the leg drop with a bang. Take the hips off the mat. Inhale into the hips. Exhale, let the hips drop. Take the heart and the shoulders off the mat. Breathe into the heart, into the shoulders. Exhale, let them drop. Take the arms off the mat. Make a fist. Inhale into the fist. Exhale, open the palms out. Inhale, bring the fingers in. Exhale, open them out. Inhale, make a strong fist. Imagine you want to put all the efforts that you made today. Exhale. Breathe in. Let the head go towards the right. Exhale. Let the head go towards the left. Inhale towards the right. Exhale towards the left. Inhale right. Exhale left. Now run a scan of your body and just notice how it's trusting the floor with its weight, how it's willing to just let go. And follow it into that letting go. Trust it in turn and allow it to melt away onto the floor. Now notice your breath. Just be with it. However it is. Notice the inhale and notice the exhale. Notice the length of the breath in and the length of the breath out. Very gently, allow the breath to slow down a little bit. And again, imagine keeping the inner body open for breath to have a little bit more time to find its space. And as it finds its space, notice the softness it brings to the inner body. The slower the breath, the softer the inner body. Feel that softness rippling from the inside out. Feel the rib cage getting a little bit softer. The muscles around it. The chest. The lower abdomen. The hips. The thighs. The knees. Calves. Feet. Each of the 5 toes. Shoulders are soft. Arms are soft. Palms are soft. Each of the 5 fingers. Skin around the face is soft. Head. Eyes in their sockets. Nose. Mouth. Tongue. Lips. Breathe in slowly into that space of softness. Notice as you're slowing down, as you're keeping the space open and soft, you feel yourself there. There's a sense of being there. There's a sense of you present. You're not just focusing on one part. You feel yourself everywhere. You're present in your body. You're present in your breath. And you're present in your mind. Seeing the thoughts and the sensations, just like the breath, coming and going. Slowly and softly. very gently. Keep breathing slowly. Breathe deeply as well. Imagine you're breathing the whole body, breathing it back to gentle movement, moving the fingers and the toes, the arms and the legs, rolling onto the right side to give yourselves a nice stretch and a super loving hug, knees to chest, kissing the knees, kissing the shoulders. They did a lot of work today. And placing the palms over the face, massaging the face gently, opening the eyes, meeting me in easy cross-legged. Thank you guys for today. May all beings know freedom, may all beings know light, and may all beings know love. Namaste. I bow to you. Wonderful. Wonderful practice again. Now I'll take my phone. I'll say hi to everyone that has been online. And then I'll give you a short presentation on the knees and the elbows, our focus in today's class, and how I layered it throughout the class, and also the two other objectives that I wanted you to practice during today's class. While I talk to you, feel free to shoot any questions that you might have, and I'll address them right after I'm done. So thank you again for being here. Now, where is the link? Yes, I found it. There I am. Hey, Anne. Janet, I am on. Quiva, you are very welcome. Thank you for participating. I was very giggly today. Hey, Una. Hey, Maureen. Beautiful crowd again. Marilu is there as well, I imagine. And that is Bernie. Bernie, I gave you so many shout outs today. I really felt you there. Thank you, Una. So if you guys have any questions as I tell you about the different stages of the class, let me know. The focus today was on the body, the knees, and the elbows, and then we had the breath, and the breath was it was layering on from last week's focus. So last week we did breath awareness. This week we did slowing down. So I am aware of my breath and I'm slowing it down, because most of the times, myself included, we have a tendency to rush things. We want to get on to the next stage in the class or the next pose. So physically we're trying to get stronger, but that doesn't mean rushing. So that's in my mind where I had to draw the line. So stronger also means slowing down. And the breath can also be strong, even if we slow it down. And by slowing it down, we're actually keeping the body more open for a longer time, and that can support an even stronger effort. So the body was the knees and the elbows, the breath was slowing down, and the mind was being present. Again, we had the focus, the concentration last time, concentrating, because we were dealing with the roots. This week's focus was staying present, which is a bit more open, just like the breath. So it's not only picking individual points, it's staying there. So it's a matter of a longer concentration and a more extended concentration, because you'll notice if you stay there, if you, for example, focus on your knees or your elbows, first you focus, you find them, but then you stay there, you are there. When you stay there, you start feeling everything that's around there. And the more you stay there, the more you get to see the whole body. So in today's practice in the centering, I introduced, of course, the gentle bending of the knees, which is general, but I also introduced the slowing down and feeling present. It sounds simple, and it is simple. Once you start doing it frequently, you'll notice that you'll stay in that presence and you'll stay at a slowed down rhythm. However, at the beginning, we need to do it consciously. We need to slow down, and we need to stay with the focus until that inner space of the breath and until that mental space of the focus becomes part of what we do, and we live there constantly. So it sounds very deep. Today's practice was quite deep. Now, we started the physical practice with the Sun Salutations, nice gentle flow. I kept you in the plank for a bit longer this time, because the plank was a great one to feel the lines of force of the legs with the knees locked out, and the lines of force of the arms with the elbows locked out really strongly. So you really feel it in plank. It's a great opportunity for you to check to see if you're really doing the work, because if the arms are pressing, if the legs are pressing, then the core is uniting the two, and the effort, even though it feels intense, it feels strengthening. It doesn't feel like it's defeating us. And I felt defeat in the plank a couple of times, especially at the beginning. I was bunching up in my shoulders. I was like, oh my God, what's happening? And I wasn't really lifting through my legs. When you engage the whole chain of the muscles along the arm, locking out the elbow, when you engage the whole of the chain along the legs, locking out the knees, pressing through the front pads, lifting through the back calf, the kneecap, the thigh, the glute, then the core in its engagement, again working equally, just brings the whole body in unity. So it does feel strong, but first of all, it feels safe. You're not injuring yourself. And second of all, you're getting stronger, and you're getting stronger while working as one in your center, which is very powerful. So that's what I did in the Sun Salutations, to give you a glimpse into what's coming. Then we have the squat, and the squat is a great one to constantly check your knee alignment, because we have common misalignments in the knee. Either the knees going in, my knees go in, or the knees going out. Whatever they do, we need to activate the thighs. We move the joints by moving the muscles around them to draw them in or to draw them out. And we have a point of reference. The second toe drawing a line to the middle of the heel, and then keeping the same line to our hip bones. It's our natural alignment. And I wouldn't say, you see, I'm not saying 3 inches or 6 inches or 10 centimeters, because our shapes are different. From the shape of our feet, the shape of our knees, the shape of our hip bones, we're different. However, we have the same proportions. So we will constantly follow this line. And in the squat, a very uncomplicated posture, we have the chance to check in with that alignment. So knees bent, following that line. And then again, we have the chance to check our engagement in the arms, because what generally happens is we tend to lean backwards, we disengage, we feel it in the lower back. If we lean forwards, we allow the torso to take its weight, to balance the weight onto the front pads of the feet, and then we keep the arms extended. We imagine that, again, the line of extension from the armpit, whoop, finger gun. So you're not taking the shoulder out of its socket, you're keeping it down. So you're constantly pressing down, but extending. So that's the trick. And when that line is extended, it goes into your upper back, into your chest, from the upper back and chest into the rib cage, into, boom, you've guessed it, the core. So we need equal engagement between the legs and the arms, and they engage in the same way. So the more the muscles are working on one part of the body, the more we bring the intensity up in the other part of the body to support it. We don't put more pressure on it. Because if we allow the arms to disengage, then the whole trunk would lean onto the lower back, and then into the hips, and then the knees would collapse. A tragedy. Now, after the squat, we continued with the postures that we did last week, which were a warrior one, the forward fold, and warrior three. Now, the special one of the three of them was the forward fold, because I asked you to bounce your knee backwards. And by bouncing the knee, you were, I'll do a simplified variation of it. By bouncing the knee backwards, you guys were like this. You're bouncing the knee backwards, you are leveling the hips, and you are strengthening the back of the knee and your hamstring and your glute. You are going into that muscle with engagement, if that makes sense. So you weren't just leaning into it, reaching the point of maximum flexibility and then locking bone on bone. You are keeping the knee bent, which meant that the front of the thigh was working. You were rotating outwards, but the back was opening. So you are slowly diving deep into the muscle and the area behind your knee, where all the ligaments are. And it's good to get them stronger. It's good to get them fitter, stronger, more flexible, more responsive. That was the word that I was looking for. Because we constantly use our knees. Today's class is not really about the postures, because the knees and the elbows are everywhere. Whatever we do in our everyday lives, we constantly bend them, we constantly use them. So I wanted you to be present in those areas and see what you're doing and how much you're really supporting them when you're using them. That was the big question, because we know we're bending them, but why? Why? How are we doing that? There's a difference between bending the knee and letting the weight go straight on it and allowing the muscles around it to work. So that's why the bouncing of the knee backwards in forward fold really helps strengthen the ligaments and make them more responsive. And also, we are developing our flexibility while we're doing that, but we're doing it with the right proportion of engagement. Now, the peak pose was the tree, and it's a great one because it allows you to flex the knee and to extend it at the same time. So one knee is extended, the standing leg, and one knee is flexed. And you really saw in the tree, as we were doing the bounce, how important it is to keep the muscles active for stability. And that's why today's class is called Activating Stability, because last time we did the roots, and now we're going up through our muscular system and really engaging with them, lifting up that root and rise, and tapping into our lines of force, exploring them, and seeing how they actually work and how they help us keep balanced. The next one was the Cobra. Great one to keep the elbows bent. Now, we kept the knees bent in squat. Well, you notice I've a tendency to mirror the different stages in my class. So we started with a squat and extended, locked out arms. And we had the Cobra, which was bent elbows, but locked out legs. So it's good to see the same move in different parts of the body, how it has the same effect. So it does the same thing. And it's a great thing to play between the upper body and the lower body physically, because we rarely do that in our upper body, this push movement. And it's the bending of the elbows, like a pillar. They have to feel like a pillar, your arms pressing down again the four corners, what we learned last week, and then rotating the shoulders back and lifting through the upper back. So not through the shoulders and the neck like this. Opening through a very solid upper back, which is where the shoulder blades are down and the elbows are engaging the muscles along the arms. We're keeping the elbows firmly bent. I'm saying firmly bent because of the engagement that's around them. Just the way the knees are bent in the squat. So it's the same thing, but in a different posture and to a different side of the body. It's fun to explore. Now, throughout the class, I constantly cued you to slow your breath down, and it's not controlling the breath, forcing it into slowing down, because that's natural. It feels unnatural. It's a subtle internal slowing down. I associate it with keeping the trunk open more, not collapsing in my rib cage, either on the inhale or on the exhale, and just feeling it as if the air changes its density. So I compared it for you at the beginning of the class with drinking water or eating honey. So how would you drink water? Yum, 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 yum. I'm really thirsty. And how would you eat honey? Savoring every sip, tasting it, really feeling the thickness of it, the texture, the taste, where in the mouth it goes. It's the same process as with the breath. When you slow it down, you really feel it change. The parts of the body that it touches, how it touches them, what happens when it touches them, where it's coming from and where it's going to. You get to see much more. It's like slow-mo. When you go into slow motion, you see a lot more details. And it's the same that's happening in our mental body. If we slow down the breath, and if we stay focused on one particular area for a certain amount of time, we stay there, we're present, we're gonna see so many things. We're gonna know so many things. So it's every yoga class is a journey of self-exploration. That's why I said it last week. these classes are take you deep. They're a deep, complex practice. And especially if you do them a second or a third time after you've heard me tell you about it, you'll see them and you'll feel them in a different way. And especially when you're building up your practice, these are principles that you'll take with you whatever you do. So that was today's class, layering onwards from last week, where as you probably noticed, we're moving deeper and deeper into the body. And next week we're going to do the shoulders and the hips. I'm just going to check to see. Now I notice the time. Just going to check to see if there are any questions. Janet says, another great class. I am delighted you're loving the classes, Janet. It's to me it's a super experience because I get to share it with you guys. And thank you for being there. And Erica. So I found Erica saying that she found her foot slipping from inside my thigh. Any tips to keep the foot in balance? Yes, first of all, you're mentioning the left side and the right side. It starts with the hips because the tree is also a hip opener. So once you're rooted down onto the standing leg, the only issue upwards is the hips. How the mobility in the hip. So you need to play with the openness in the hip. You need to find its range of motion, its most open but stable position, and from there you lift it a little bit higher. You lift from the standing leg a little bit higher too, and then you place it against the thigh. Now, two things might happen there. First, very physical, you might have slippy trousers. That has happened to me a lot of times. Check the trousers, try a different pair. Second, now in the body, what might happen is we are not engaging the standing leg. We are only putting weight on it. So we need to know that once the leg is against the thigh, first we check the level of the hips. Are the hips level? Are we lifting through the left one, in my case, the standing one, and sitting into the right one? I need to feel my hips level at all times. Knee goes out and down. Now, keep a soft bend in the standing leg because you want to feel rooted. Press with the standing leg, the standing thigh against the foot. You need to feel the inner thigh pressing against the foot. There's a give and a take. There's constantly, you're not pushing it like this. That will throw you off balance. Both of them are pressing towards the central line in your body. So that's the central line. The foot goes against it and the thigh goes against it too. They're working to keep everything centrally. And if one side, and generally our hips are more or less open on one side, if one side is tighter, you will have some issues with it. Personally, I would work my way up from the calf. The calf is actually a lot more challenging for balancing for a longer time than the higher position. Stay in the calf one for longer and then work your way up. On the hip that's tighter. So open the hip out first in the position that feels more comfortable for it. It needs to feel good in that position. Don't force it. Otherwise, you're only going to cause more harm. It'll brace into it. It'll lock into it. So keep it on the calf, never on the knee, on the calf. But again, press the calf against the foot. Don't allow the foot that's pressing to destabilize you, because this is what happens. If you press against it, it's only going to draw you upwards. I hope this helps. We're going to do the tree next time. and tell me how it is. I think that's it for today, guys. Thanks for the question, Erica. Wonderful. I will see you Thursday with a flow beginners class. And I wish you all a happy evening. Thanks for today.